Hey guys, Button25 here, playing KSP once again. Today, we'll be launching the RLV-TD. TD standing for, I think, Test Demonstrator or something like that. Now this is an Indian vehicle of some kind, and it has a tendency to do that. It's an Indian space shuttle type thing. Apparently they just did a re-entry test, just a hypersonic test. And there it goes again, see what I mean? It's very difficult to keep this thing. It's very difficult to keep this thing flying straight, and you only really have a chance to turn it very early on. And don't overturn it, or I still like that happens. It is weird. It gets level, and then it's like, nope. I'm not starting a new video every time because that would take forever. There we go. We finally got it. So this is a demonstrator for India's RLV-TD. Well, no. RLV, this is going to be testing India's space shuttle. This currently is just a re-entry test because later variants will have a scramjet on the bottom. I cannot talk. On the bottom. This is similar to the Dream Chaser and the X-37B, except this is the only one I know of that does not launch inside a fairing. And there we go, we just lost the liquid fueled engines. Now we decouple and disable the SAS because there's enough aerodynamic forces. And of course, for some reason, of course, this is the craft made by Kerbal Essences. I'll just get that out of the way. Here, but activate roll here. I'm just applying more drag, so I'm just flying. So now I just slowed down past the booster. Whee! Oh, booster's going to. So this thing, it has no propulsion, none at all. Okay, we've got more than enough electric charge. So this test flight already took place. This took place on Monday. Future versions will use scramjets to get it up to basically almost orbital velocity. This one is sticking to a suborbital trajectory. And the plan was that they would guide this vehicle into land. But they said that they didn't expect it to survive the landing. Yeah, now they're saying it did survive the landing, mostly intact, and they will attempt to recover it. So that should be interesting. I mean, I know, well, let's see if I can land this, because of course I'm not the best at flying. So later, the second test will have the scramjet on as a test, or something, as a test. They'll fire that up, and then I'm not sure what. Well, this was test hex 01, so I wonder what hex 02 I just explained, but I have no clue what hex 03 and 04 will do. Yeah, it doesn't really like time acceleration. It can spin. It's now a teraton. Oh yeah, we're still time accelerating. We're subsonic, but you can see this thing has a steep descent trajectory as it's, yeah, no engines. The scramjet will be placed here. Of course, theoretically, you can use a scramjet to get up to pretty much orbital velocity. And of course, the major problem there is the heating. Yes, I'm beginning to slow my descent. Well, slow the descent of this vehicle. Because I do want this vehicle to survive. For that, you want to have the body flat. You want to have the body kind of parallel with the surface of the water. Or at least almost parallel. Okay, now we're down to the level at which... down to the speed at which a landing is survivable. So now we're just going to slowly flare, and flare. There you go. See? Smooth. Also, yeah, it can just spin completely around. Of course, this thing is going to have to be recovered, probably by some forces from, well, it is in the middle of the ocean, but it's going to be from that peninsula. Of course, in real life, it only went about 70 kilometers high, whereas this one went 123 kilometers high. But I'm going to end this video here. That was RLV-TD Hex 01. I'm Button25. Goodbye.